Dun, 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 dun. People! Oh my God! Here, the madam has met with side chick in the husband's office, and it is bad boss. Look at how the husband is just looking at. The woman was just threatening the PA, and she pounced on her and was ready to beat her up. But let us just start from the beginning, from where it all started. So you get the full gist about how it got to that extent, how it got to that place, how she got to his office and she found out about what was happening. Just sit down, relax, and enjoy. Please, if you've not liked our channel, kindly do so by pressing the like button. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by pressing the subscribe button. And also follow us. Follow us for more on this story. This is another episode 6 of For the Love of Money. So let's ride on. Here's the hotel room where Mr. Patrick and his PA booked. And here they are, all lovey-dovey, doing all the lovey-dovey things and everything. Then here they're just enjoying themselves. Now they're done with the act. Then he's talking with her, telling her that he likes her and everything. And he posted a question across to her that, do you have a boyfriend? And she was like, no, she doesn't. And he was like, you can tell me if you do, because I believe I'm not the only man in your life. And she was like, no, you're the only one in my life. Yeah, and you're the only one I want, that I want to spend my time with. I want to give you my time and everything. And he was like, really? She said, yes, my love. And he was like, I like it when you talk. And both of them just continued from where they stopped, and he felt relaxed. He felt like a baby in his hands, in her hands. Here they are done with what they are doing, and the person, if you're of Lagos, sent to trail them is getting a video of them. They're inside the car, doing all the lovey-dovey again, and talking, playing and everything. So still getting the record. And here is Christabel. The mother came to visit her, and she told her mom that she feels her husband is cheating on her. And the mother was like, cheating? What makes you think so? Why would you say your husband is cheating? And she was like, are you sure? She said, yes, she's sure. She's 95% sure that her husband is cheating on her. And she was like, don't go looking for trouble. Judging from the fact that you and your husband are not having it smooth right now, you should not create any more trouble, and you should try as much as possible to get your facts right before you start laying an allegation on someone. And she was like, mom, I'm sure of what I'm saying. And the mother was like, okay, even if you're 95% sure of what you're saying, you need to be 100% sure about it. You need to be 100% sure about it. And the mother was telling her, and she was like, okay, what do you want me to do? And the mother was advising her that, see, in this situation, you need wisdom. You need to be wise. You need to be smart. You need to be smart. And with the fact that both of you have been fighting lately, that men loves to be pampered. Men love their space. They want to be the king. And men loves to be pampered. Men are more or less like a baby. They are like babies that wants to be loved, that wants to be cherished, that wants to be respected. And she was telling her, she was advising her as a mother, as a good mother would do, that, do you know that all this, you caused it? And she was like, how? She was like, you were fighting. Men does not like a place that is not peaceful. Yeah, nobody like a troublesome home. Not even men alone. Nobody likes a home where there is no peace. Nobody likes it. And coming from the fact that you pushed your husband into the wrong woman's hand. And as it is now, you need to do everything possible to make sure that, yes, you get him back. Or do you want to lose your home to another woman? And she was like, no. So you are still telling me that I am the cause of everything. That she cannot even believe that Patrick would cheat on her. And the mother was like, you caused it. And you have to own up to it. You need to correct it. You need to bring your husband back home. And she was like, okay, what will she do? And the mother was still telling her that this time around, you will apply wisdom. You will apply wisdom. Yes, Christabel, you will apply wisdom because your husband is lost into the hands of that woman, into the arms of his PA, Hilda. And the only thing you can do now is for you to, be a loving wife, be a caring wife to him. You need to start doing back those things that you used to do when you guys first met. Bring him back. Bring him back to your life. Bring him back to your grasp. Let him feel love again. Let him feel that he's missing something from you. Do you understand? And the mother was explaining to her and was telling her that, see, you will have to do things my own way now. Here, Christabel is in the room trying to do something on her system while the husband came out of the bathroom. He was trying to stretch his body and she was looking at him. He was stretching the body, trying to, exercise. And she posted a question across to him that, baby, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? And it was like his body is paining him and everything. And she just dropped her system and was like, okay, let me give you a massage. Let me help you to massage your body and so that you can feel relieved. And the husband was like, no, you don't need to do that. And she was like, no, you're my husband. I need to care for you. I need to take care of you. Now she has realized her mistake and she's trying to make it right. I hope she gets it right. It's not that easy when you pushed your husband out. Then getting him back will take a lot of effort. Will take a lot of effort to bring him back. So she told him that, don't worry, I will do it. I will do it. You're my husband, for crying out loud. I am here for you. I'm here to take care of you. And the husband was wondering that, what has come over my wife? And she was like, no. You deserve to be pampered. You deserve to be cared for. And you're like, no, just worry. Just turn and lay on your chest. Let me massage that place that is paining you for you. And she dragged him and made him to lay on his chest. And she helped him out and massaged his body for him. And he was still wondering that what has come upon my wife. And she was massaging his body, helping him out, and he was just wondering. Then she kept on doing it. He was feeling relaxed. And she kept on helped him to pull his hands, stretching his body, and she did everything for him. And she just kissed him. Because why? She has missed her husband. No matter what we go through in our marriage, no matter the fight, no matter the misunderstanding, never leave space for the devil. No matter how you guys fight, make sure you resolve it before the next day, before the other day, before anything. Don't allow anything, don't give room for anything to come in between you guys. It's her fault. She gave room for the devil to work. And she gave room for the husband to make advances to his PA. Because I believe if she had attended to her husband with wisdom, she can manage both her social media stuff and her husband. But she didn't do that. She can balance it, but she didn't do that. Now that everything is going another direction, is she not abandoning her social media stuff just to make her home right? You don't have to wait till when everything becomes sour. You don't have to wait till everything becomes, how will I put it? Everything becomes crumbled before you take your action or before you do things. You need to balance. I'm talking to everyone right now. I'm even talking to myself. We need to balance it. We need to balance it. Nothing should take the place of your home. Not your business, not your career. Nothing should take the place of your home. You need to grow your home. You need to groom your home. You need to care for your partner. Because if you don't, there are people out there that are ready to do what you're not doing. And they are ready to take him all away from you or take her from you. So you need to balance it. Your home, your career, your business, you need to balance it. You need to do what they call check and balance. So you won't chase your partner to the wrong hands. To the extent that you will now lose them and you won't be able to get them back. So please, it's very, very important. And the next day she had prepared breakfast for him, and she set the table, and the husband was coming up from the room, and as he saw her, and he was shocked. The wow, this our Madam CEO. Hey, hey, what has gotten into her? First, she did a massage for me, and now she's preparing me breakfast. When last did she do that? I'm sure that is what is running on in his mind. That wow, what has gotten over my wife? And she was like, "Oh, my honey, you're ready to go to work. I prepared your favorite breakfast." And he was like, "It's not my birthday, so why would you do that?" And she was like, "No, I just prepared for you. It doesn't have to be your birthday before I prepare your favorite for you. Please come and sit down and eat." And he asked, "Where's my daughter?" And she said she's upstairs. She's getting ready for school. And she told him, "Come and sit down." And he went to sit, and she served him, and she was happy. You know, she was happy that he sat down and ready to, and she served him, prepared his tea, you know, and she was watching him as he was eating, and he was like, okay, she should join him. And she was like, no, you should not worry, that she just prepared it specially for him, and she would love him to enjoy it. And they kept on like that. She was watching him, and she was just happy. You can see the smile on her face. She was happy watching her husband eating, and the husband had did everything, and the husband went to work. And here she is preparing to take lunch to the husband, while she was talking to the mom that she's preparing to take lunch to the husband. And the mother asked her that, okay, what did you prepare? She said cream pasta and sauce, chicken sauce. And the mother was like, okay, no problem. Wear a very nice dress when you're going. And she was like, no problem, that she would do that. And she ended up a call with her mom, and she was like, okay, she needs to go and dress up. And here's the husband in the office working on his system, and he got a call that his wife is at the reception. And he was like, his wife? He was wondering that what would bring the wife to the office. And he was like, okay, let her in. He was shocked to see her. She walked into the office, and she with a smile on her face and everything. And he was like, "Okay, what are you doing here?" And she was like, "I brought food for you. I brought lunch for you." And the husband was like, "You've been doing extra lately. What's up?" And she was like, "No, I brought lunch for you, extras. It's not. There's nothing like extra. I need to take care of my husband. That is what it is." And she sat down, and he asked her again, that what's up with all this scare. First is what the massage, second the breakfast, and now you're bringing lunch. And she was like, the only thing there is that I missed us. I know that we've had our differences. We have been having our issue in our home lately, but I miss us. I miss how we used to do, how we used to relate, how we used to have fun together, smile and laugh together, and all that. And I want that back. That and the husband was just looking at her, and she was like, okay, you know what? Just eat your lunch. Just eat your lunch for now. And the husband was looking at her. The husband was just looking at her. He was dazed. He didn't even know what to say. And lo and behold, our side chick walked in seductively. And she walked in, locked the door, and the wife was staring at her. And she was still acting seductively. Jeez, at working hour. Oh God, I don't know why some people are very, very senseless. And she walked in, she just greeted her nonchalantly and went to sit down, trying to, impress her boss seductively. And the wife was just looking at her, and she sat down, and the bomb came. Hilda, meet my wife. And immediately she heard that, she jumped up. She jumped up, and she was like, you know, welcome, ma. And Christabel, trust Christabel. Christabel stared at her and was looking at her and was like, and she just told the husband that the same Hilda that calls and texts you at odd hour. And the husband was like, she's my PA, and she will need to pass information across to me, and that is it. And she was like, cut the crap. Do you think I'm a baby? Do you think I am senseless? I don't have sense. So this is who you are sleeping it with in your office that keeps you away from your home. Eh? Patrick, this is who you are sleeping with. And look at how she's even dressed. In an office, look at how she's dressed. Her skimpy clothes and all revealing clothes. Look at how she's dressing, for crying out loud. What kind of an office will allow, what kind of a boss will allow his PA to dress like this? And she pulled the cloth up, and Ada was trying to like stop her from pulling her cloth up and everything. And she was still telling, and the husband Patrick was like, she should stop it. And she should stop it. Why would she be embarrassing her, his PA, like that? And she stood up, and the lady was still talking. Then she was like, oh, really? And the husband was like, she should leave her alone. She should leave her PA, his PA alone, for crying out loud. And she was like, what the heck are you talking about? I'm telling you that someone is dressing like an harlot in your office, dressing like this in your office, and you're telling me to leave her alone? This is the person you're sleeping with. You're sleeping with her. You're sleeping with your PA, having an affair with your PA, and you're telling me to leave her alone. Eh? You should be ashamed of yourself. I am ashamed of you. And the PA, can you see the way she's looking? She was talking, and the PA looked at her boss and said, Patrick, and you're watching her talking to me like this. And all Patrick could say is, sorry, Hilda. Hilda, please, I apologize. Don't be angry. And the wife was like, the wife was like, you are apologizing to her when you're meant to be apologizing to me. Then she now faced the PA and now says, since you have decided to dine with the devil, be ready to face the rhythm. Can you all see now what happened from the first clip at the beginning? This was all that happened before you got to where they were fighting. The wife came to give the husband food, and she saw the thing that she wasn't meant to see. And she told her like that, and she still faced the husband. She was like, you have the nerves. You have the nerves to apologize to her when you're meant to be apologizing to me. Patrick, because you're sleeping with this thing? And the husband was looking. He didn't know what to say. Then she pointed at her that today I will show you the stuff I am made of. And she started pouncing on her. She pounced on her and started beating her up. Then the husband, instead of him to stand up and settle fight, first he cleared everything, cleared the system, all that was on his desk, before he now stood up. And the PA was now shouting, Patrick, 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 are you seeing what she's doing? Can you be? Then Patrick now stood up, came in between them, trying to separate them. He tried and separated them, and the PA just ran away from the scene. And she was like, she's coming back. She's not done with her yet. And she ran outside while Patrick was still trying to calm Crystal. Then Crystal looked at him, and Crystal was like, I am ashamed of you. Because of this thing. Because of this thing. You're sleeping with this thing. Your PA. You're sleeping with your PA. Your personal ashawo. Eh? Is that not what your PA is? Your personal ashawo. Why would you allow someone that is working in the office to dress like this, to dress like that to the office? And you are telling me there's nothing wrong with it? Eh? And he was like, please go home. We'll sort this out when we get home. And she was like, no. She was just looking at him. I am ashamed of you. I am so disappointed in you. I am disappointed in you. He was now asking her that, what is this nonsense that you just came to put? You brought me food to eat. Is it lunch you brought for me, or you came to cause trouble in my office? And he was like, you are not even remorseful about what you did. And this is all you could say. And she was like, you know what? You don't deserve my love. You don't deserve my care. You don't deserve anything good from me. And she just, went to the desk, packed her bag, packed the lunch that she brought for the husband, and head out. And she just went out like that. And the husband was just looking. The husband was looking so confused that he didn't even know what to do. He just sat down there, was just thinking. Then here's our wonderful PA. Can you all see what she's putting on? It speaks a whole lot of volume. Look at her. Look at her dressing. Is this kind of dressing befitting for an office setting? This is very, very, very bad. It's appalling. Very bad. And here she's on the hallway, walking and trying to calm herself down. She was hungry. What is wrong with her dressing? What is wrong with what she's wearing? And somebody was trying to beat her and everything. And she's not going to take it. Oh, God, she's not going to take it. And she was still wondering and talking before Christabel came. And she was trying to block Christabel. Mighty Ogo. Christabel gave her the beating of her life. She dropped everything she was holding and went back to her and pounced on her and started beating her. That she's a shameless girl, shameless person, having an affair with her husband in the office, blah, 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 like that. And the husband rushed to them and tried to separate them. And he came in between them, separated them. Then the PA just ran off and was still talking. Then the husband was like, "What is all this nonsense? What is all this? I told you to go home. So what are you still doing here? Why would you come cause trouble?" And she was like, "I'm not going anywhere. I am going nowhere. I am going nowhere. Do your worst. Since you don't want to admit to what you're doing and you're not being remorseful about it, I am going nowhere. We die here." And the husband was like, "You better go home now." She said, "No, I am going nowhere. We die here." Then the husband was like, "Okay, since you don't want to go, I'm going to call security on you." And the husband brought out his phone and was like, "You had better go. I'm going to call the security." And she was like, "I'm going nowhere. And you cannot tell me to go anywhere." People, can you all see? Can you all see? This is what your negligence will cost you. Yes, fine. She realized that she has made a mistake and everything. And she's trying to correct her mistakes by bringing back her husband. But what she met was not it. She was not expecting to meet this kind of thing. So I need us to be very, very careful with the way we treat our partners. Because, when they are being lost, they will be lost forever. It takes the grace of God. I still say it. It takes the grace of God for you to redeem them back on your side, on track. So please and please, we need to be very, very careful. I will need you guys to go to the comment section and just comment. Tell me your view. Tell me your opinion about this particular series. What do you think about it? What is your own view about this episode? I would like to hear from you guys. Please go to the comment section and just, type in your comments. I want to learn from you guys also. I want to learn from you guys. I want to hear from you. Thank you very much. I would so much appreciate if you can do that for me. And if you've not liked our channel, kindly do so by pressing the like button. If you've not subscribed to our channel, also do so by pressing the subscribe button.